Shota back to work. Foul ball.
Well, these Mets, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout.
Oh, it's a pretty nasty curveball right there, and the hitter didn't look comfortable at all. Clearly fooled. Tried to check his swing and went around, but it had been called a third strike anyhow. That's how dirty it was. Nice pitch for the punch-out.
Nimmo batting for the second time, and that's strike one.
And on the mound, you know confidence has to be pretty high with all of the swings and misses. He's had them eaten out of the palm of his hand pretty much all game.
And that one's a little bit low. Going to count 1-2. And that's too high.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along.
Well, he's been racking up the strikeouts, and what's so impressive, not walking anyone. I mean, this guy's just going right after hitters, filling up the strike zone, and it looks like hitters, they're trying to think with him, but they just are a pitch behind. Dominating stuff out there on the mound.
And next for the Mets, Francisco Alvarez. And first offering is fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. And that is out of play. Another one. That's 5 straight strikeouts. Nothing across here this half. Last half of the 5th coming up. The Cubs are on top 16-2. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far.
Funk up the plays, just wanna see that stank on your face. Funk up the plays, we're just trying to dance, yo, turn up the bass. We about to go, what's about to happen, girl, you already know. Taking control.
That one hammered, but pulled foul.
You know, these Cubs doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. Double-digit hits, and they've done a great job of avoiding the strikeout. Only one of them so far, which tells you a lot.
And it's even up. Drilled out towards left center field. That one carrying. Pulls it in on the warning track.
The batter, number 7, shortstop, Dansby.
Dansby Swanson stands in. The shortstop takes the ball. Line drive, base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Now batting, the
Michael Busch, the next Cub to hit.
Look.
Double play ball to second. There's one out. Over to Alonso for the inning-ending double play. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. 5 innings complete. The Cubbies out in front, 16-2. Back here at Wrigley Field, start of the 6th, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton. And leading off, Jose Siri. And first offering is fouled off.
When a guy's throwing a lot of first pitch strikes as a hitter, you got to be ready to hit. Now, that's not going to help you get deep into his pitch count and into the bullpen, but you got to take what he's offering that day.
That one finds the zone, and that's strike two. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. The wind of the pitch. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
Well, he's having a tough time getting a pitch by him. As a hitter, you feel pretty confident that you're seeing different pitches still able to make some type of contact.
Strike three, and now 6 strikeouts in a row. So the batting order turns over. Starling Marte up to hit, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Fastball for a strike.
0-1's the count.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
Quickly in an 0-2 count, you got to figure out a way to shorten your path to the baseball. Put it in play somewhere, then you got a chance.
The other way, makes the grab, 2 down.
Now batting, the second baseman, Jeff McNeil.
2 down, base is empty. Jeff McNeil up now for the Mets. In there for a strike at the top of the zone. And that's in for a strike.
Well, he didn't like those first 2 pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole, he's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
On the ground, right side, Horner. Handles, throws to first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. So they go quietly there. 7, 8, 9 due up in the home half of the inning. The Cubs lead this one 16-2. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the 6th inning. Now it'll be the Cubs DH, Pete Crow Armstrong. Now that's smacked to right center. Could be extra bases. Around first, digging for 2. Throws to second. Not in time. That's a leadoff double. Nico Horner, the next Cub to hit. And that one missing low. And another ball. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Dedniel Nunez getting loose out there. Reed Foley warming up as well. Lined, and that's a base hit. Coming home. Here's the throw to the plate. But it's offline, and they extend their lead. Matt Shaw, the next Cub to hit. Fastball for a strike.
When you're taking your lead over there at first, you got to be very careful. This guy on the mound's got a good pickoff move.
Base knock, center field. And now 2 aboard.
Stringing them together, that's 3 hits in a row. You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive into center field.
And now Kelly Sullivan. First and second, no outs here in the bottom of the 6th. That one hammered center field back there. And wow, that one is way out of here. Another one in his incredible season. And they add on. It's 20-2. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and then the backspin carried it out of here.
And here comes the Mets manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. David Peterson won't go any further tonight. And as he heads for the dugout, we'll take a quick break. New arm on the mound when we get back. Taking over on the mound for the Mets, Daniel Nunez.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
Base hit, center field.
The right fielder, number 30, Kyle.
And now here is Kyle Tucker. And a chance to make some history here, Chris.
Yeah, he's homered 3 times so far, and now he gets another chance, at least we think. We'll see if the pitcher gives him anything to hit. It's so rare to see a 3-homer performance, but even more special for that player to get another chance at the plate to do it again for 4.
The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. That's in for a strike. Throw, save. That's a stolen base. And that's another stolen base for the league leader. Sullivan at second with nobody out. Runner on the go again. Pitch misses in.
Inside.
Throw to third. Save. That wasn't close. And the league leader in stolen bases does it again.
They're merciless. I'd say a questionable decision to steal third right there with a big lead. Probably won't be received well in the other dugout.
That's ball 2.
Runner at third here. Nobody out. Swing and a ball drilled in the air towards right center field. Makes the catch. Runner tagging from third. He scores on the sac fly, and the lead continues to grow.
Man, there's a sac fly to bring home another run in this inning. These hitters are just piling it on. We're seeing some really quality at-bats out of this team right now. And it may be a long shot, but a triple here will give him the cycle.
Liner, base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Right there, does a great job of staying in the big part of the field. Man, there are a lot of hits there.
Dansby Swanson, the next Cub to hit. Ball 1 there. On the ground to third, might be 2. Vientos out. Over to second, over to Alonso for the inning-ending double play. But they tack on 5 runs. We're through 6 full. The Cubs are on top 21-2. All set for the start of the inning. And now, Juan Soto. He's a guy who does it all. With the lack of contact in today's game, this guy hits for contact, so he delivers average, but there's on base and slugging too. And first offering is fouled off. Swing and a ball lifted left field. Makes the grab, 1 away. Now the third baseman, Mark Vientos. Bowl for 2 in this one. Here comes Craig Counsell, and we're going to see a pitching change.
Now pitching.
New pitcher on now, Tyson Miller.
Compared to some days, this is a pretty low leverage appearance for him, so he should be fairly free and easy out there. Still have to keep yourself sharp and attack the strike zone.
Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. One down, base is empty. And a foul ball. And the 0-2. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. The Cubs up big in this one here in the top half of inning number 7. On the ground to third. Throw to first in time.
Up next for the Mets, the first
In steps the polar bear, Pete Alonso. Miller, 29 years old, and he was drafted in the 4th round back in 2016. Swinging a ground ball towards first, but foul. And a swing and a miss.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Stays alive. Next offering is downstairs. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Outside corner, got him looking. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game song.
The first baseman, Michael.
Swing and a ball drilled center field. Siri in position. And a quick out, number 1.
Woo, he was all over that first pitch fastball, just barely missed it. Man, this guy was ready to hit.
Pete Crow Armstrong, the next to hit. Just off the inside edge.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. With that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Now a check swing, but he held up.
2-0.
Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. This one could be trouble. In safely with a double, his 2nd of the day.
Well, when you fall behind in the count, you've got to come into the zone, and then guys have a better chance of hitting the ball hard like he did right there.
One down. Nico Horner, the next Cub to hit. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. 2 down.
Now batting, the third baseman, Matt Shaw.
Next to hit, Matt Shaw. Out to short. Lindor on the run, throw to first, and very nicely done for the out.
Do your thing, B. Do your thing, B. Do your thing, B.
Here at Wrigley Field, here's Francisco Lindor. And a little something extra at stake in this at-bat as he's hitless so far with his hitting streak in jeopardy. Swing and a ball lifted in the air right field. He just missed it. And there's one away.
The batter, the left fielder.
Here's Brandon Nimmo. Now he steps off to reset. And that one hit to first, and foul ball. The Mets with a lot of ground to make up, and we're in the top of the 8th. Next offering misses down and away. Swing and a miss, and he's down on strikes. 2 gone.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Alvarez at the plate for the 3rd time as he comes up empty there. In the air, right side. And makes the play, and that's out number 3.
Now pitching for
Sean Reed Foley on to pitch out of the pen here.
And something to be aware of, the long ball has been a little bit of a problem for him this year.
Back to the top of the order now. And now the center fielder, Kelly Sullivan. First pitch misses.
Ball 1, no strikes.
And another ball.
2 balls, no strikes.
That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. And a foul ball. Line drive caught.
That was just a great jump and route to the ball. Well, it had to be. If he was going to cover all that ground and bring in that sinking liner, that's the way it had to be done. Nice job.
Cody Sullivan, the next Cub to hit. This guy with big-time power and an elite defender. Lifted to left center, way back there, and that is gone. Another homer. His 3rd home run of the game, and they add to the lead. It's 22-2. Singy, the ball is jumping off his bat.
Yes, it is. Tons of loud contact. Man, it's been impressive. When a guy's got a real hard fastball, you can't overswing. All you've got to do is get the bat head to the spot. If you do, he supplies the power, and you'll get to jog around the bases like he did right there.
So 1 out, nobody on. Kyle Tucker, the next Cub to hit. Fastball is outside.
Part of the order coming through now, and with 1 home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
Fly ball, pretty well struck right field. Ranging back. Going gone. They go back to back. His 4th home run of the game, and they add to their lead. It's 23-2.
Back-to-back home runs, and now this place is really rocking. Wow, this is awesome. I mean, a 4-homer game, they're just so rare, they're so special, and just so tough to pull off as well. Everything has to line up for you, but of course, you got to make it happen too. And these are the types of performances that
Here comes A.J. Minter to the mound.
Well, he's been hit pretty hard at times this season, as you see with the big ERA. So this is an important outing for him to get on the right track.
Stepping in, Ian Happ. Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. Siri grabs it on the run.
No, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Bunting for a hit. Bare hands it. Tough play. And that's a great play for the out. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. Last chance coming up here for the Mets. On the north side of Chicago, John Sciambi and Chris Singleton. We go to the 9th. Here's the center fielder, Jose Siri. Swings here and drives one well left field, way back, and you can forget it. He circles the bases. Home run number 20 on the year. It's 23-3. That one just sounded different.
And might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I could feel that swing from the booth. Anytime you have a pitch down the middle of the plate, the percentages go up for the hitter to do damage, even if it's a pretty good sinker like that one. Nice piece of hitting there at the plate.
Now, Starling Marte. 0 for 3 in this one. Here comes the manager out of the Cubs dugout, and he will make a move to the pen. Tyson Miller will depart.
Pitching for
Now on the bump, Julian Merriweather.
Number 66.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
That's a strike.
0-1's the count.
Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here at the top of the 9th. Fastball for a strike.
With the big bats coming up and a home run already surrendered, he's really going to have to execute against these next couple of batters.
Got him. And a strikeout for the first out here in the 9th.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his 3rd strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
And now, Jeff McNeil on the ground, right side. Horner. And they're down to their last out.
Hey, man, 4 pitches, 2 outs. That is an excellent pace.
The batter, the right fielder.
Juan Soto now.
Soto.
First offering, and it just misses. You see the velocity, 97 with that fastball. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Merriweather is just 1 strike away. Got him, and that's the ball game.
Another day, another win. I really think this team has forgotten how to lose a ball game. It's been so long since they've lost. I really don't know what else to say. They're just a can't-miss ball club right now.
So this one got a little out of hand. The Cubs go home a winner. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Sciambi. We'll see you soon.